I'm taping.
Oh, you're taping?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Let's see if I can highlight in as you work on your shell. You want to talk about what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm incorporating a shell into a drawing of seagrass that I did, and it didn't quite read to everyone as seagrass, so I'm putting a shell in there to identify it, and it seems to be working. And I'm making the shadow match up with the shadow on the grasses, which is doing, it's going well. Anyway.
You're using pastel pencils?
Right now I'm using pencils, but I probably will come back and strengthen it with straight pastel, the soft pastels. But the pastel pencils don't give you the intensity that the soft pastels do.
They do help you with drawing the lines and getting the shape in that you want.
Yeah, they do. And in this instance, it would be very removable if I didn't like it. So, but I think it's going to do what I wanted it to do. So,
for people who don't work with pastels or don't know much about pastels, what would be something that you told them to look for when they look at a painting that's done in pastel?
Well, I think just like any medium that contrasts the shape against shape, and I certainly think that pastels are buttery and wonderful, and to me they're a drawing medium that would equate with oils, which are buttery and wonderful. And the reason I've switched to pastels is because I'm really allergic at this point to the mediums and thinners and oils, and 30 minutes with an oil paint and I'm coughing. So
weren't pastels developed in part for Picasso, or as part of the work that he was doing?
Oh, they've been around a lot longer than that, but Degas was really wonderful with pastels. I would send people to look at his pastels, but even farther back, they were a favorite medium of some of the portraitists. So.
And these are a little bit different from the original pastels that were used, right?
Well, it's compressed pigment, so I don't know the.
Were they oil or?
There are oil pastels. I've never liked oil pastels, and like Degas are soft pastels. They're not oil. I feel like the oil pastels aren't as, you can't layer as many layers. They're not as forgiving. I really like to do an underpainting, which gives you a lot more life. And
I think if we move this over to the side, you can see that your underpainting here is really a hot pink.
Hot pink. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it literally is a hot pink that has been covered with sort of a bluish purple color.
It's a blue, it actually was a blue-gray, but the pink comes through. And a lot of times when I look at sand, I see pink tones. And so the shadows appeared very purplish to me.
So that puts you ahead when you're doing the painting, right?
Right.
It keeps you from having to fill something in.
Right.
Right? It's
Yeah.
really pretty.
I mean, I did the whole background in just a couple minutes, really.
Well, we'll post a picture of this when it's completely done.
So,
Thank you, Becky.
here you go.